News 25 is brought to you by Bees Embroidery and Garment Printing, specializing in custom and personalized decoration of gifts, garments, and more. Call 775-727-9444. News is also brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson.
Tonight, 2 vehicles erupt in flames and 1 person is killed on a highway crash, and a home is destroyed by fire near the center of town. News 25 starts now.
This is News 25 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
A motorcycle rider is killed in a crash. It's Wednesday, September 25th. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. Well, 1 person is killed and another sent to a trauma center following a horrific crash on Highway 95 last night. The road was closed for several hours following the collision, which resulted in both vehicles erupting in flames.
Last evening, we were dispatched a report of a serious motor vehicle accident on Highway 95 near mile marker 18. The initial reports were that there was a collision between a vehicle and a motorcycle, that being a car and a motorcycle, and that they may have resulted in a fatal accident. Both vehicles were described to be a fire. Crews responded from both Amargosa and Prompt Fire Rescue. We arrived in short fashion, found in fact that it was a fatal accident and that there were the 2 vehicles that were well involved in fire. Crews quickly extinguished the fire, preserved the scene for the investigation, and transported 1 to UMC Trauma. It was the driver of the automobile. We had attempted to bring flight in, however, all the helicopters were on other missions at the time.
And fire crews once again had a busy evening. A recreational vehicle being used as a home burst into flames yesterday afternoon. The fire was originally thought to be suspect in nature. The person fled the scene quickly in an SUV. Police caught up with that person, who was the homeowner trying to get help.
Just after 4 p.m. yesterday, we were dispatched a report of a structure fire. As we were arriving on location, we found heavy fire conditions. The investigation revealed a travel trailer had been converted to fixed use within a mesquite grove. The fire fully consumed the trailer and it was extending to the nearby mesquite grove. During the investigation, and we checked for extension onto adjacent properties due to the mesquite grove, they found a vehicle that had a cover on it and the cover was afire. Crews quickly extinguished it, no incident.
There was reports that a person had fled the scene.
There was, but it had nothing to do with the ignition. It was more of that person had fled the scene in order to try and get assistance. The fire does not appear to be suspect in nature, but appears to be accidental in origin. It was a small travel trailer, probably around 28 feet long, and had well advanced fire conditions. There was an overabundance of personal property stored within and around it.
And we do have an update on a case that was earlier this year. The Clark County coroner says that 58-year-old Kim Rebecca King of Las Vegas died from a gunshot wound to the chest on May 5th. The manner of death is listed as unknown. The Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department is still looking into the matter. King died off Sandy Valley Road. The circumstances are unknown at this time. All that has been released is that King died as a result of a gunshot wound to the chest. Well, the United Nations takes a closer look at global warming in today's business news.
Here's Angela Miles with today's Business First Brief.
Topping our news, the UN releases its report on climate change today. It's clear it's going to take big money from many nations as well as pledges from countries on how to quickly cut back on fossil fuels to slow the warming of the earth. Hot home prices cooled off during the summer. The S&P CoreLogic Case-Shiller Index rose 3.2% in July, which was equal to June. The hottest housing markets are in Phoenix, Vegas, and Charlotte, North Carolina. Seattle was the only city to show a price decline. Hitachi Automotive Systems is one of the GM suppliers laying off about 100 workers due to the UAW strike with General Motors. Workers will be allowed to use vacation time. One of the biggest sticking points in the walkout is over how GM utilizes temp workers.
To find out where you can see us every day, go to businessfirstam.com.
Well, thanks, Angela. We'll tell you right after this break about how a multi-jurisdictional law enforcement agency has taken several, including gang members in Las Vegas, into custody.
This segment of the news is brought to you by Pahrump Cardiology, located at 1397 South Loop Road in Pahrump, Nevada. Call 775-210-8333 for an appointment. Dr. Tali Eric, proudly serving Pahrump since 2005.
Welcome back. Well, 23 gang members have been indicted here in the state and are facing charges of more than 150 counts, including murder, robbery, racketeering, and drug trafficking. The Drug Enforcement Administration says that this was a major investigative takedown of the Las Vegas Aryan Warriors gang. All but 3 people are behind bars at this time. This past month alone, a Clark County gang task force with representatives, and get this, the Nye County Sheriff's Office, DEA, the Department of Homeland Security, the Clark County District Attorney's Office, the Metropolitan Police Department, North Las Vegas Police, the U.S. Marshal Services, and the Nevada Department of Corrections seized 7 guns, 2 bulletproof vests, a stolen trailer, 3 stolen motorcycles, 4 fake identification labs, methamphetamine, heroin, and $9,700 in cash. Well, Thursday through Sunday is the 55th annual Pahrump Fall Festival. Today, News 25 stopped by Petrick Park to take a peek at the early stages of setup and get some info from the event planner, Donohue, from the Pahrump Valley Chamber of Commerce.
Well, here we are at the 55th Annual Fall Festival, Oktoberfest. The 26th through the 29th, come Thursday at 4 o'clock and stay until Sunday at 4 o'clock. Parade on Saturday, all kinds of different new businesses and local people, local nonprofits. Our Grand Marshal this year is Linda DeMeo. We start at Oxbow Road and it goes to Dandelion. Come early because it starts at 9 o'clock. There are going to be some road closures. From Oxbow all the way down to Dandelion, so come as early as you can. Around 8 o'clock, they're going to start closing roads. At the Bob Rue, we have all kinds of arts and crafts. They're just getting set up now. I snuck in there a little earlier. There's all kinds of photographs and quilts and art projects and crafts. They're just going to be packed. Davis Amusements are over at the Sea Field. They're getting set up right now. I can see the Ferris wheel. They plan to just pack that place with as many rides as they can. They told me yesterday this is their favorite place to be. Just Jones, Outlaw Bronx, they're on their way. They're bringing all their stock. We have Shadow Mountain Feed, who will be supplying them with hay. The rodeo starts Friday at 7 o'clock, so come early, about 6. We also have some rodeo vendors out there. There will be Pahrump Valley Youth Sports. We'll have the beer concession out there, and we've got all kinds of other vendors lined up out there to serve our nonprofits. There will be a car show. They'll be all lined up on Basin. Basin will be closed from 160 to Whitney. So you'll be free to roam around on that road and go see all the cars that are coming. Entertainment is jam-packed. Deanna will be handling our emceeing. We're setting up the stage and sound right now. We have bands starting at 11 o'clock in the morning all the way till 10 o'clock at night. All kinds of different food. We don't have any more than 3 of a kind of the same kind of food, so there's lots of variety. We have shades set up for you so you can sit under the tents and have something to eat and roam around and see all the variety of food we have. Mike Norton is heading up our horseshoe tournament. He'll be set up down there on Saturday. And you asked about the talent competition. We also this year will have the winners from the karaoke contest amongst all the bars in town. They will be performing here this weekend. You can find a public schedule in the newspaper and in the guides. Also at Pahrump Valley Times and in the different guides that are put out by KPVM. Just come down, take a deep breath, ride a couple rides, have a beer at our beer garden. Perhaps you would want to ride the Mechanical Bull, who will be here this weekend. That'll be really fun. We have the stage set up again at the basketball courts as people asked for. We're trying to bring it back to what everybody likes and wants, so come in and just have a great time. On Sunday, we're having a worship service at 9 o'clock. The pastor from Trinity Church, J.D. Washington, will be leading worship and will be giving the service. So come outside and have one last Sunday service with us before the weather gets cold.
We'll have your news from your Board of County Commissioners right after this break.
You're watching KPVM News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Well, the VFW post on Homestead Road is getting a new roof. Commander Marty Aguiar spoke to county commissioners regarding their generous donation of funds.
At the recent Board of County Commissioners meeting, discussion was had regarding the approval of a project funding application for the VFW Post 10054 in the amount of $15,000 to help fund their roof replacement project. The meeting starts with Marty Aguiar, the post commander, expressing his appreciation to the commissioners.
Combat veteran and member of the VFW Foreign Wars, I have a great deal of pride in what the VFW stands for. Your passion and help to our service members and veterans make this a great chance to share with you what this VFW is doing for our veterans and how we plan to continue to improve the lives of all veterans and service members. As a member of, as the nation's largest organization of combat veterans, our top priority is to provide support to our service members, veterans, and their families. Since 1899, the VFW's voice has been instrumental in the fight for veterans' rights, and today we are still fighting on Capitol Hill to make sure our government keeps its promise to all of our veterans.
Aguiar also notes that the roof is in dire need of replacement, and the last time the roof was replaced was in the late 1980s.
We have a post have raised almost $13,000 towards this endeavor through donations from our patrons and from sales of clothing items and other stuff. But to be honestly, if needed, the VFW building located at 4651 Homestead Road needs more than just the roof repairs. The building is made of non-fired adobe brick and through the years has eroded and is undercutting the support structure. But priorities being what they are, we feel that with the new roof and proper guttering installations, we can delay the other needed repairs and hope to pay for those repairs ourselves.
Commissioner Blundo makes a motion to approve the project funding application and makes it contingent on the applicant following the procedures and requirements from the program and to fund it from Veteran Services 10210. The chairman calls for the vote.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Unanimous. Go Roof.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you for your service.
Well, Green Cross of America says that they paid fees to the state to have a permit for a marijuana cultivation facility on Oak Ridge Avenue. The owner says that he was unable to complete the requirements from Nye County officials to move forward. County commissioners met with the owner once again during a recent meeting to discuss revocation of Green Cross's permits and licenses.
Discussion was had at the last board meeting regarding Green Cross of America and whether or not their special use permits and marijuana licenses would be revoked. Commissioner Strickland starts by making a motion to revoke both special use permits and both marijuana licenses. Peter Necco, who is representing Green Cross, began to speak his case.
The state only got our license back in July 18th, and we finally got my badge straightened out and trying to get the renewal of the recreational license and the renewal of the medical license from the state. Without them, I really shouldn't be participating in trying to get a county license because one's dependent upon the other. We have not gotten any movement on the state. We sent them the $10,000. They deposited it in their account, the whole route. But I have not been able to get anyone at the state to assist me.
Commissioner Koenig asked if there was ever a point in time where a lot of marijuana was growing. Peter Necco responds by saying, "There's nothing going on right now, but sitting in a freezer," he says, "is approximately 60 pounds of whole wet plant, which is just bud, frozen." He states that he can't sell or have it tested till he gets the licenses back. Commissioner Koenig also asks if that was all that was grown, and Necco responds saying that there was plants in process, but they killed them off and destroyed them because he says there's no way for them to deal with it. He also states that he has sold wholesale to processors, but has never sold out of the facility. Necco talks about selling his license.
There are people trying to buy a license, and I would happily sell it to them as soon as everything is taken care of.
You're aware you can't sell the county license?
I can't sell the county license, but and the state license, when you sell it, has to be transferred fund-wise and then transferred to the people. That's what happened wrongly when they transferred it to Exhale, because Exhale hadn't paid it. Then there's state laws that apply that say it's not a valid sale and so forth. But as soon as someone signs on that paper, I have to notify the county that we're putting in for a change of ownership, as far as I understand from the regulations.
Right. So if you can't sell a county license, what difference does it make to you if we revoke something you can't sell?
Because I cannot at this time, then when I get the marijuana tested, I can't sell it to another facility.
The commissioners asked to hear from the planning director, Brett Wagner, and Nye County Sheriff's Office Detective Center.
We did get some reports when they were before the board the last time back in March. We have not received anything since March as well, even being 0, which is another requirement. And according to the state, they were required even through this whole license issue to continue to stay in compliance with the metric system. There's never been an excuse out of that.
The only thing Detective Center had to add was that on June 10th, they did try to inspect the facility, but no one was there. There was also no waste log submitted to the Nye County Sheriff's Office or the state, which they are required to do. The chairman calls for the vote.
Right, at this point in time, I'm going to call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
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 Aye. Unanimous 4-0.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
All right, let's take a look on that Glenn Lerner and Rowe weather cam. Looks beautiful out there. We're going to find out more for your Fall Festival weekend weather right after this break.
News 25 weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. The splash of cream in your coffee, the dollop of sour cream on your burrito, the melted toasty cheese on your pizza. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Hello and welcome back to News 25. I'm Michael Donohue with today's weather. In Las Vegas, we had a high of 95 degrees with a low of 72. Death Valley still at 106 with their low of 76. Amargosa at 97, a low of 65. 94.60 in Beatty. 82.50 in Goldfield. 80.50 in Tonopah. Carson City at the high of 83 and a low of 47. 85, a low of 48 in Fallon. And finally, Fernley, a high of 84 and their low of 50 degrees. Now today in Pahrump, we saw some mostly sunny skies. Our high today was 94 degrees. Winds coming out of the south-southwest at 6 miles per hour with our humidity at 14% and our sunrise at 6:34 this morning. Now for tonight, we're expecting some partly cloudy skies. It's currently 92 degrees outside. Our low tonight is going to be 67 degrees with winds coming out of the southeast at 7 miles per hour. Our humidity at 27% and our sunset at 6:36 tonight. Now looking ahead to our 7-day. Not too many changes since yesterday. We're still expecting some cloudy skies tomorrow and those sunny skies to come Friday and hang out through next Wednesday. Temperature-wise, Thursday and Friday, we're going to be seeing highs of 86 and 87 degrees. We're going to slowly work our way down the scale to 72 next Monday and Tuesday. Then we're going to jump up just a little bit to highs of 77 by next Wednesday. Our overnights are following the exact same pattern. On Thursday and Friday, we're going to be seeing lows of 63 and 64 degrees. We'll slowly work our way down to 46 on Monday and Tuesday, then jump up just a smidgen to 51 by next Wednesday. So now with that, we're going to throw it back to the desk with Deanna.
Thanks so much, Michael. We want to let everybody know, once again, Fall Festival, of course, is starting tomorrow, and this is the time where I ask you if you would like to give a little. So every year we give out carnival passes and gifts and giveaways from the stage. So we're asking any businesses that would like to have any giveaways from the entertainment stage, come see me at the entertainment stage. I'm there every single day, and we will mention your business. We'll throw out pens, t-shirts, anything that you would want to give away. There's a lot of people here who are less fortunate in our town, so we are asking anyone who would like to donate any of those carnival passes to come and see me at the stage. And if you would like to donate any passes to the less fortunate, we'll make sure that those get to them. And of course, any giveaways and what you would like us to say about your business, come see me at the stage. The talent competition and the pet competition, we want to remind everybody, once again, is Saturday right after the Fall Festival Parade, beginning at noon. The Nye County Sheriff's Office is going to be following that with their canine demonstration. That's going to wrap up tonight's broadcast. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. Have a great night. We'll see you back here tomorrow.